Citizen TV, the citizen's power. 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 The citizen's power. Citizen TV, the citizen's power. Citizen TV, the citizen's power.
Yes, ye senchi forum ye garden nimdifo we kire na adwen enti ebra wo mu free senchi epie ye no a wo mu se wo mu present wo mu policies wo mu na ye da ya hye ye mra te se animal kingdom eni edi nipa wo ba me kwa wo me ba sapon a a week as 2 weeks me kwa ya birth certificate no eno no ye forms bi kwa eno no ye just okuta Ghana card I just okuta passport and san ya kaso ye Ghana ni enti wo mu a Nyankopon mu makwanya o makọ school akọ wo manim nyame bie wo mu adwene mu a wo mu nim ade a o makọ school akọ wo manim no a wo madu ekuta positions akese na e wose wo kasa obi wo wase ho no mu a obekasa mu atese no kasa maame ya tese ko school nu ba bia no wotie nipa na asem no a wo ka no a na wo kasa na ade he school no wo kwane sei se wotie ni omo nsem a wo ka na obi sase na school no aya no mo kone ya no mo kwane sei enye se onim wo se oye legal deductions se de mathematics ekwoso woni vet ni oye legal deductions so ni legal deductions na wo ye ne kire se Ghana ha ukuta birth certificate ya onya Ghana ni but ukuta birth certificate ya wo betimi dia Ghana card am wo ye Ghana ni ukuta Ghana birth certificate ya wo betimi dia passport am wo ye Ghana ni omo makọ school edura ni mu a kuta positions akese no omo no kire adwin bi a ba de ekosi nyina ya baako o contradicting ho na on contradicting ho so e ma na no nkonkopa e ma fidie be yesu nkonkoyi no because so o kan ya onom sai okuta birth certificate a wo ye Ghana ni a enke no be si so se identity no bi kuta birth certificate a on timi fa nkonko register electoral commission enti no ye twasa na to ho kata akuo wo be wura mu a ye plan de ya plan no sa pepepepe na wo se wudi so enti nipa ni nyansa ni nim dia se de no ene pempesu a wadru no because of say ebusuakuo bi agenda ya set agenda to o plan no ene bia so suniti no ono nso se kuo na ne amafun na wo mo ye no na ono nso eye bi edeboa wo mo eti no de ekoso wo parliament na mehu se minority chief whip Honorable Kwame Agyarko governance ede a statement bi aba o se enura statement no kra wo hefa ansa na ye de people's number minority position on vetting of chief justice nominee in the office of the minority chief whip Parliament House minority chief Honorable Kwame Governance Agyarko o se the minority members on the appointment committee of parliament did not vote on the president nominee for the position of chief of staff today due to the unavailability of the recent judgment of the Supreme Court in the matter of Honorable James Jechikwesin. So the CN said because of Honorable James Jechikwesin Supreme Court ruling na one de buy and one reasons biya you want to buy and say Speaker of Parliament and declare seat in vacant. Afensu yen deleting the free parliament records mu. Na chese yenkwaya by elections ho. Wo mu nyina so ne dey o ma fa hweama. Na justice Araba tukuno na oka hu bi. Na Supreme Court judges nso no omo dom ruling ba. Judge bia ni reasons no omo twere de ba. Nanso ebepem enra na okọ vetting no omo hu na abaye chief justice na mo ma ruling na mo fa me reasons ma na chese na o ma ne yakwa na ase e bai o ma ruling wunyina so ne sei wunyina so de ma sa ruling no because Supreme Court the apex court e wo Ghana ha say ya bibia about the constitution say bibi kire so ne entiase wo na ebeji nkire mu eti wa ma ruling say parliament yen delete Honorable James Jechikwesin edi every records bia mu na speaker and declare seat ni vacant we reasons ni day eno so just eno ya twe wabo so eti minority fo bu ache say vote ni do omo yeye but omo wieye no vote no omo vote because omo here reasons ya justice get to kono ka hu bia omo rule ya say ye declare seat ni vacant enti omo the statement aba abranya ko abro no ma be ka mensa ena no pay ensema wodo ya aba ewo daily papers mu no obebro so e dia maye abna good morning.
Good morning, Nana.
Miss MG apom to say.
Radia Dumo Bachona say.
Adum energy de nene mu a.
E de nyamiase. Bitino so fatal pa.
Miti yo. Etibody eja say eja mo ni guess. Say Peruvian and say Brazilian fife butu ti so nya sem gotwa. Enti say ya no ye kon level ya e boy eti.
na wo afi nyina nya afi no wa boti ya wa bokwa zo mo bi ete bo de ka be ya de chere
abra no ye no oye equalization ese mu na mo so mo ne gas no
na wo ja ya ma ye de wo ye sure
wo ja ya ma ye benkum senior high school
ai
wo videos ni bi
the video and the minya hu bi ba ensam na na matia
me hwe gas ne ba ko level no the headmaster ne konam se sala level abna ntimi nko
the began is am no kan de anu am
na me video na ensem asem me hwe level again the headmaster ne kona ho abna
se o se get ya asem o ye get ba ko bi
se de one jump man no so no and se de was na se de bi abna de
that hold the mean that girl say 21 years or say wanyini na wono no school one corner in my mean 21
years or that was secondary school
I say so 21 say there so na anyini wom em so wo che wo fie but 21 I we are why me the all you mean to me be serious mo say na me dem na ye nyina na me koto say wono obi nso so e hye ho na me nya broken heart on way
headmaster ye interdict no interdict headmaster because enkrofo ma we ye guidance we ye teacher ni a we ye ohwefo krofo do nkura na soro
o ma soro
nkura na soro o ma say
ma proper
and as sense free senior school nti komo di wo mo on say bebre wo no mo a say ye day school abna wo soro no pa na wudware na say wunya sika kakra bi to kokko bi no mu a na me ka say day school no enka wo de awia bia ke mo lunch wo say community day senior schools na do mama start at 200 no o wie bi and anka ba ne complete ni nyina na nka osi bia ka ho a and na community sa wo do wa Ghana ha no no ye wo day school because o man no ho Andrew sase ye pio makogu boarding no won se feed ni ye challenge pa
eno de
enti enkoda no okodi a anopa ene bibi kakra bi kokko bi no beto no mananka ye feed o mo lunch enti opon no obefie a fufuo no mami wo benya biedi but ye sumo mo do makwa akogum aduane ni ho pa de tokore eden enti se headmaster ni teacher ni bi daada ne kakra bi a no wodi so na wo bo ne hedi a ekombe de o
debi na papa no so said ye wode enkwada na twa no ho ahia na wo ye na bi munya broken heart na no na che se otimi tua but ade na kasa some say share anya tua o because we say na nkwa na si asoro na o maso free o mu di free bench
oyi 20 manua o we okay oyi 50 manua o you okay
because me voice ne ba kwa me tie ne de me te say girl ne se papa no o se o momani o manani jipa ntimu say and hwa
amani 100 cedis a wawie no wakunu amani 50 a wakunu ada obenye 200 Ghana cedis no wawie kura because aho kire wo system ni
system na dey no kra pa
100 Ghana cedis a week no obedi kura me bia ahwe ye bi besa aka
but so na be hwe ni bia e serious but on say boni bi wonu ma wudi a nyankopon hwe ma won kokwa ntenye de ya obe you so kata
15 females
15 we kwa ye de o ma ba abonti o na de hye kokoam enti no on say obo ma todwa sa na obia enya ehu nu na say ma abonti nti no obi say so betimi aye ne sa afebo say dey how can you do this how can you do this na yesi enyo no nko a o se e ba asa ni se teacher fo ni na so de omo ho agim headmaster timi ne madu do say that dia
o mention last year headmaster ni teachers ni bi ekọ clash ye no free say we transfer
exactly
and na me ni lawyer bi kasa ya o say teachers na ye transfer wo mo no enye se scandal yi na di kan transfer wo mo dada and en fa nkusia na obrobro so adi gugu and am say ja Ghana Education Service for so mo ye investigation ento mo we e be hu die wo ya say headmaster ni teachers ni bi em so mo ko clash guess ni bi hu and yes teacher ni ba akon kokoto sadabre wo ko head office na wa yire ga ba akon ho teacher ni pie no obro so anom no nsense benkum senior high school say wo Eastern region ayi wo Eastern region akuapem
ya miss school I say boys no so ni brebebre and ya wo
headmaster ni de na apie
but the break say who say basa na boys no so who say bia ne gay ni ne basa na just boys no wo munya girls no ko girls ni nyina ye head ni teachers for ne oh and NHS school
because they be secondary school girls bia mu say teacher for we wom bebre
but where the any dem say
headmaster
ma bebre sa
headmaster de man hu ni sa assistant headmaster ehunu sa ba me hu teachers a
ba wo school ni mu aha ba ko mienu bi kra ba we die ne de wo mo ahwe se ma ni nyina em so da me ofa mu ho nko ade o me wati ko be ka fom and it's very bad
benkum senior high school de na aba ene ye ba senior high school si bebre wa Ghana ha se ya headmasters any teachers ma from ade o ye wo mo
se wo mo anya adwuma te se wo ye adwuma wo CMG na nkwaji akatua wo se bia SYZ ana bibisa enti no ofi hu so de enua na ye de noa
ya kran panimfo yi company policy kura na etia se be
ai wo se na kontromfin so kwakora no wo mo na wi wo mo mere wa nti no o se ya na wo kan na nsem hunu se ya na o maka ba we de o ma anya de se emma 15 pa ebro sample I mean how headmaster ai na we no kwa ye chese imprempre wo mo ho no mo no mo ma wie konso no you don't have to do this now I not just say me asam no mete na me sia fempe hum se nkwara na soro but too much
o ma soro
girls
na soro
say ba wo me ni jipa de ntel say na menya broken heart e de be na akoda ka sem say won fa wuti pen a wo si
yes na be teacher ni ba ko girl enu ehun yes headmaster no
we see
the girl na free nsem ensem ni do so benkum senior school ensem no dross na headmaster na wo mu no na aye
we no de etimi mase wo bi girl no obi we no aye so mo refra obi a dio obi a wi bia na nyensem bi na ba ye ne broken heart ne de na akọ mo hwa ma na kosa na 19 ya de wanyini se ya 19 kwa wanyini se ya ye o 19 aso hye ma mo to mo ene wo ntese omuntu omobu mum kwara na omuntu omobu because serious ne de omba abonte ebefunu wo mo abusuafo enti ni da ubo krata no na poso nsem no bia ye hwe e de amamo na mi fiti ase enne ewo the mirror da ubo krata nim esan say asem bi wo hano ma sister ehia papa enya asem ketua o ni nyina eyi akatima kapima gro ya ho asem ayeke ya wo su kopiom ewo kwame nkoma circle de ye frɛ wo cycle Dubai ni interchange na se ye se ne nya asem keto ase de wo sum ye se eka gumu ano ne o manfo a ne wo mo efie wo ho no mo no na we ro ko mabo mo sisi bi kwa enke ha de na kwakwa de na abehye wo no mo na chese wo mo de entamane ade asefom o hwe nipa pe egu o yuje kapta
na for bedroom
me na me ka kire
overhead na se wo
ase ho ne wo mo bedroom
ebi kura da suru ho no mo nyina o
rade sister me se ko mo da ho keka sanka enye ayo se body no be firewood o
ho nyina so mo ye
sawo
ene nkofo ase wo mo ka ma nyina wo mbi o
enya sam keto na so won se de oba eda ho na be ma da ho no na che se efi nine ho kono nipa no efi kuromu sa na ho dwodia
mattress nyina da ho
no
nkofo mattress nya se ene ma bi ne ade asese se ho no mo sa o
okay ene eda ho
at Circle Dubai Bath engage in sexual acts in the open. Wow.
Yes, sister, who prefer pono ashadi a edru enwumre fi 9 ho kore ya kokore. Wo be kone nya asem keto akurata so de ebenkumfo de yere kwanfene ho. Ache se we nyina ba be ya re ho sempa ewo ho no mutire we no. Eti omo bo empanifo amane pa omo twempanifo adwe esiso se wo mo entu ho anamo na ha dwe kra ha dwe dodo se wonu ma ededa monten na afedie body no be firewood nti no chese ne edu ba bia wo mo ntumi dia na omo so mo dia hyehye so a nti no we eye nsem bia the mirror the bokrata na wo mo twempani so wo ho
well so edu na nti no
usa ho mapon
police station dey yamponko ho dey tembia mo police station fire service for no office
so wo ho
but dey me won wan say enkofo obi ati mattress da wa nkofo get da ho no sa
mattress
ya da da mo kura ya nana mo da
eji wo mani sa wani nkuma na so ntimi nana ya
ka sa ayi na se
eji wo mani kwa bia so bia ayo mesanye bi ayo wani o manfo na ba yo
so manfo pe so wo mo hwe
mo hwe
enti Circle Dubai
wusu ntimi na
Saki Dubai and then conform mattress gu ho no mo
ai wo dware
o maame no waboni tin so ka mo hweda no hweda wada peja ne nan ato
ai etu efi na ye kɔ no de so we kwa de o hwɛ ye daytime but ase ha de no se foni ne mienu aha de ne yesum aha de ne ye o se ye mienu hwɛ ne ye ba ko yesum na ba ko ye eyawia ehan mu
aboɔ ni mu ni ba bi
aboɔ ni mu ni nyina but ai surutu no de kɔ so wo plane ho no ba bi aboɔ ni mu dom ntimi nye hodo de ye mo a se bia so ma dwum kom de
we uti kuma se ase me bra e won kran ye dipa
asemi no abosu
uti kuma se a omo ban so omo tu no omo ba be de da bonti mentuntum na wi omo a
omo kwa no omo she t-shirt
no makotudu akoya selection wo ho woni akata life bi
akata no wakofa ho asema ba no pay no omo de tawo bi ahye wo mo eni kanachi eni ya to nyomo frɛ wo mo o se ye wo mo a so ba ka da bonten eti no ebusuafo asem no areho but sempanifo ehwe ho asem kapa se pete musa eniema ne yasise hei na nipa na dededa hei ni ade na esumu eba musa na afedie wo de agro bi ya hyehye so ho de ba se ha adwe pa no me e de won kɔ ne ba wo me ya ye nkɔ so nyina we nyina aka ho na agro we ya bonte sa de se ha adwe kra dodo eti no eno eye asemhia pa ba kwa the mirror de bokrata no anopai wode aba na katafa to so miensa enso arahusem bi asipa ye radi nyankopon nipa bibini nana ukopiem ewo framantamu a na wotwe etwa mu meka asem bi efa akwada bi a na ne auntie ne papa nua wote ne nche wo mo etete no na eno ho asem ewo ha nto aso ba we no eye asem foforo bi pa chese asem no kwasi wo mfimpinu ni dunso 2017 na watwe ho a fei na wode ho atemu aba abranti a wanya fihia no adua sensia 36 wo fe no ekulu havo na abranti no se kenten ya yede ensa nwini yeyi sa kenten ya wo monwini ya wo fa emfinfini ha ba bia bonso wo monwini bi ewo ho no mo ayi enu bi ene ade a na se dwuma na abranti no odi na wo hwe na enema enkoye ewo asetena ni mu eti wokọ opobra bi ho no mu a wo no na che se wo ye aduro ade be kan poto kasem se fetish priest ase komfo anase ye malama na bibia etesa ena wokọ ne honomo se womwa no na wontimi enyeska kojiska duro eno ena malami nso so ebo no an baba se wobetu ya duro na manede a age se wokokum oba panimu a wanya mfihia na se ne fie no kọ na nim abrewa eti abrantie have no ne jefe se agu village no ebe dededo ewo ani na wo from mantem ho no ma na chese abrewa ba pani pa abrewa wanya kanka sade ade bo ne kwachi woda wo wushikra wanka bi ena chese wo twa ne ti odise kan to abrewa a wanya mfihia do wotwe no etwa ne ti wo wie wa mananso ho no ma ne ba mu na chese wo so twa eno so eka ho edi kopie mu ewo eye konfo no anase oduyefo no honom se wonfanya do ma no na eno okopie honom ena wonu anipa yi a wobo okachira branti ese wonkokum nipa emra no wonu asafa echrenwa ekobo police fo amane ese abranti bi edi nipa akwa aba ne nkyes wonfanya do ma no enti wo mo enko kire no womo ebo anan ekwakwakire ne no ena ano toto ni mu na branti ne kyese da bi wono wone na mo akwase wokokum maame abrewa no ena wode eye ne nipa akwa na eba se dunsini no anase oduyefo no fanye aduro emma no na wone na dinka dinkomo ama wakire ne de wonya bia se onfa abrewa nipa akwa ne ti ene ne baamu ena emra enti ne ma ne kodi se ewu no eti eno enam so ema wakire oduyefo no so eka ho a asam no yemfa nkɔ from fimpinu ne dunson afei ena asam no watimi apeni nwasi bra enne wo hwɛ 7 member jury na chesa judge fo nso a ekwa asam no so mu nyina eto sa brantie no one yet friend saying one sign no wo mu anu kumfo na ai kumfo no so no one sign no 18 eno ene asotwe a wode ama abrantie na wo hwe animu se Ghana mampani si obetumi de ne nsa ahye saa enkrata no ase a ni nyina atemuo no eba ya na justice ya owo ahene ena na no da ya wade ya wode asotwe yi ema no a wɔkyɛ sɛ wei nyinaa no kyɛ sɛ ɛyɛ ahometesɛm paa ne wɔno kwa wɔde ne nsɛm no ɛba na nasɛ na sotwe ne judgment no ɛba no wɔkyɛ sɛ wei ɛyɛ adeɛ bi a ɛsɛ yɛ hwɛsodeɛ ɛma wɔmanfoɔ paa sansɛ mmeranteɛ mepɛme ho ɛnya ntam no wɔkyerɛ sɛ wɔn a edi saa abɔnefosɛm no ɛsɛ mmara no ɛtwe wɔn no aso paa nti no wɔn nipa nso no nyinaa akɔ benkum sɛ abranteɛ no wɔbu ɔmua ne kumfo na emum ɔnsɛn no ahoma na wɔn nso wɔn ti nananom sɛ do maame a wanya ne baabi kɔ yɛ yɛfrɛ no Martha Adubia wɔn na abrante edi na wu yɛ akyɛsɛ na ayɛ awerɛhosɛm paa na kɔnfoɔ no nso so ne din de Emmanuel Opoku ana ne nyinaa na sɔnyɛ so ɛwɔ Zoya Koji ɛna nsɛm wɔ nyinaa esiye fimpinu ni dun so afei ɛna nsɛm no
afei na final
judgment no aba
2017
nti no eno so mu nsɛm no na ɛyi we de me fit mirror me de ma me fa we entwam
obedom sa obi en ho obesan se nkoku
ai nti no na kyerɛ sɛ condemn no abranteɛ baako wɔyɛ nsɛmtwerɛni yɛ ne na me wɔte me babia me te no me dan hɔ no ma maswo eche yawo okulu madamfo eno no ayare hosem pa maswo etina nanom nsedo ayare hosem pa no ye adwuma ewo graphic communication group enne na wo ye na eyi nto de na eyi no nsenka ye nyina akra abamu ewo the mirror katafe to so numu maswo nyame fa ne kra ensie ye pa wo mo ye na eyi ni wo ICGC Holy Ghost Temple Adenta ye mabusuafo nyina yakɔ na maso ye nipa sɛ ye kwa assignment bi a o ma me left maso ye nipa pa wa anyare anche
o pepa nim
eni abrante kama emu o baabi kwa na o sme me ye nware a ne ade
abna wanya ye na ate ya sa ye na kɔ ye na so le kɔ o ti bi wo ba adwuma e ma o lift nyina
what me bia me tell down wa me ne na ayi 2020 elections in any na cover say ya ye wo ho ne dia denta ye dia it tell you na e wo a graphic communications group and then ye na ye no
okay no oda ho kama sa
wa nyari anchekra last month na ye de ni kopie mu e wo UGMC University of Ghana Medical Center na 4 days ne 4th day na ojemu wa nyari anche na no mu yo ya kwa na me ne chatimpo ya ye kwa assignment bi University of Ghana mpo ni adia chese yare hosem papa yare hosem pa na the spectator the bokrata no so
odofo nkwa yi
no oh my posting is e ma re hose
odofo nkwa yi
no
na kabra ni nkwa senka no penka ase ha
debi kra debi what say snake flat one mo baby just say yare hosem pa me anope me just say me ra ho papa the spectator the bokrata na obusa se ahochi aye komu ye no chese wiase awie ye aba na eno ene asempo a ewom na wei eye sofopani ewo 7-day Adventist asafonimu na obusa ensem yi kopie mu ewo asafonimu a penipa ba kon eye Elder Marcus Musa Dangana ene wo kan semi na obusa nsemi na obusa ni na no ena wode aye afutu a wo kire se mepɛ me ho anya ntam sisi yi se de aho kire si wo mu no ama o manfo dodo na eye ne ma ense na emfata na enso ni nyina enche se wo pa onyankopon achi na wo ye bone wo fa kwan bone so a emwa wo nti no wode eno ho nsɛm so aba sa aho kire aye komu na wogye de se na je se ye wiase awie ya na so mampani akufado wona pon na pamfo na omade bone na
ya tena se maka twa se lad mi kwa sorry eni pani biri abre na sofo gya ho kotu awie ye bre no ho nsankyere ni na esisie Bible say awie ye bre na ba ahokyere beba ho ahwa na msofo ni hwe ka kyere mi sori nkofi
mu abotre
sorry sa Bible quotation awie obi abebu ma abesa o man ya o se awie ye bre ba efrika se awie ye bre ba na ye nwo ye
etino
obi sanu adwuma ma ayi o man na say ya o
me so make kan na san na me so make
e ye bre na bible mu say e bre ne be nya leader bi a ni tirim wo suma na be destroy gan
so wa hu a obesesa wo man nyina sika wo ne na busu afọ betina so say
me ma so say yakopon bua say me de ma so la ho makina sande betina so de ma me ma no me kika sa quotation na
wo mon ka say okufu ado ma pene okufa na say wo man eti krata fa to so num nso de futu emma ni titiw eye ma se wo hu kwan a wo befa so ebetoto wo mo efa na adwuma ene ebre ne adaje obenya ama wo mo abusua nso a wo se won hwe say side differences no wo be strike difference wo be hu ebre a wo de be ma abusuafo ebre a wo mo akasa de be rest ebre wo de be ya adwuma nyina se de be ya yade ahodo a ede ema dodo na ekonse do wo mo efa nyinse kwa na esu bubuo nyina ne ade stress no wo se ha ema pa obenya adaje nso ama abusuafo enti no eye dwumadie bi e course University of Professional Studies a na ni nyina eye emma eba ne se wo mo ye administrative worker na wode afutu ema wo mo Electricity Company of Ghana nkwabata ewo atoye mantemu samre wo mo aye nyame so ade pa Ghana Journalists Association wo mo office wo ho no mo kwakosiesie e de ama wo mo aye anigisem pa midday daily graphic weekend special na A2 apo na wo hwe anim hanom sei ya enu ada na chese vetting committee aso ya kopie mu omra hye bedwafia eba no se ne ya bo obi din ya didi baby hye ne setoto na no na mame Gertrude Tokuno asamre wo no eye chief justice nominee a ogusu etoto na no wode ne nsem abakata fe to so dumiensa na wo hwe ensenka ya hodo ekoso a ba kopa na ene edi ahim padi ade ncheche enrada eye se mame Gertrude Tokuno chese ane saa so bo a wo mafo ede bo ajagefo saa na wo mo sori a wo mo ji adamudie nyina ne ade no wo se adamudie ankasa wo mafo bi etria ma judges no enya de se kwa mo atemu afo na ankasa no wo mo ensanka wo betimi akasa wuyi sese bia ajagefo du anase bia yesi yetria bribe ama ajagefo du a wasi emu nkron enko wo no ho ebia ba akopɛ oboa ho
oboa bna oboa
okay
sika omo aho ne kokosi
omo aho na ekɔ ho
omo aho ne kokosi oboa
wasi ebi ma yo mo medium men
o ka dia te o men medium men fo ne je omo ho na ekɔ omo aho ne kokosi
kwana me so me edwin se beze na obi du obetimi du obi din
oboa bna ye ne enko oboa
nipa no ntino judge so no so ho ni bi
wo mo na agie
atemu na akwa ama no kwa so bekwa akobusa no enti no na me kwa
judges 90% we gonna business no mo ye
enti no wo ka wo chese se wo asem ewo aseni bia ese omo wani eda ho se okotua sika ma judge bi edi kofo obi so no enkoduru ne ko enti no wodo de futu ama omanfo na
enti ese no wo tufu se wo koma bribe pa judge na afa ma
emisa enti no se enko mo ho no de na ese ne so person ma bribe pa dia
judge na afa ma na de ma nyasa na de kosu obi so anensa
kwa no wakwato tobo nyina ne adia ayo enti no yasem kese bi so ewo hanom se eno enso ha wo de ho nsem nyina aba wo hanom se no permanent nka
abna nyako abro no ma CMG na busuafo wote ne nka no ye behwehwe nkomo Givers Herbal Center wo mo enkomodie na ye de eto aso nti odifo aba be kan nsa e wo fiese ya no pei ye behwehwe nkomo afa ya pomdin ensem senia AC eko ene senia AC eba Givers Herbal Center onu papa pina e wodwa so ya wo nso wunya bi na mo a eboa papa na odifo abeka yensa idie eja ono na eme eye adwuma ma Givers o mutua ne ka enti odi yankudo oh shirt here nice ba oh fa colors any da ho said ye u design na ede jeans na odi design ma wo na na
da bi o we so material ni bia
material na bia we say udi
mi kura enani se ehye
na bom ti say
obo ade na daro ma je okra yemu
de nyame ase enu anu se sankrofo ogusu topa enje say hospital kono anu abrase because all do any to Ghana cards your friend is health insurance card so when him begu ase
entu be zanka me bemu ha wanza oka ze osofu asemi
me so
nka me be kemi ba kwa me kwaje se sa abre na okosku no na eziefo na ebo antino
enti dia enti twaso Oh, that big.
No, I want to say, Sassam, no, I never tell. Me too. Omdi Yesu ba sa. And then I saw that as en kukubu.
Just one moon see because Yesu ba.
Yesu ba.
As the
By now see lunch Bible je won set it no. Ni e ta sua Bible Genesis, Leviticus, Revelation.
Why? And your man will be a 2 room.
No, I wear me can't sorry as a moon.
Near Shusia,
now to me in the Baba. Genesis, I copy.
I'm why.
And then a lunch a Bible gem. I was Laboni.
Okay.
I'm Uncle Lano.
Yamia, some dear. O de ka wa brabo ho a etnet ne ho
enu de no
esiesio eye pa ye no mu bebre ho no mu a because Church of Pentecost ye start no usua na wo be kwaso na udu teenage mu from 12 ekono so a ye wo teenage group a wo join ye church one ma bebre but ne ma ni bebre ho no so a etemi ye etnet ne ye aboa ye kwa bi so but ekwa bi so kwa no ansan so amwa ye
What I say, Mammy, so you're my co-penny.
Oh, okay. Because a quite be a bro, one man cause and give us Yeska. By preaching, now I have to me for swear Yeska. Yeah, bonnet, John dear Ben, Revelation, dear Ben, dear Ben. I don't know your soft trouble, some case a history, need draws. I
was here none of him, one mamma chin, now Mamma Quaban Fambra cry 100.5. Nene, I mean, no new comutia. Esan se mre no eyenye tia ye ni enti no enchi akase e na me de efi Givers Herbal Center akache edema obi biara ene anope o tie yen ewo eye memeda anope citizen show ni fan so ede so na me ne wadi nkomo no enkomo no be yetiawa enti se wutie mi otase mu se wo trotro mu se wo fie se ye dwa so se wo hwe yen ewo eye abefo ntenta fidie su bia mu no mame mo ache biom na me sama wakwaba na enen komo no eba ba yetiawa na ni tiawa no so eye no mane hia opa esan se me no eka sei ene dey etu atese koso eya dia edi ni padodo na anya fiti asodan mu eko mosque efi trotro hodro kota asimu eko adwa hodro so yare no atene agimina agifompan entin wanyo ho adura eya dia be ha ene no pen koma me no bedi no atune de infections say yare kudie wu a se wode wo ho ekoka obi anasa wutumi kofa fi baabi ede ba no eno ho nkomo na me no obedi na ye ka infections a eye emo wa ye fe no parasite virus ena ye a ede eba enti se wo benya sa yare wei ebi na ebeye body contact sa wo do ho ebe ka ade no anasa wo do ho ebe fore bebi ayare no wo anasa eye enam no ena wo benya yare no enti eye viruses ena afa parasites ena ede eba ena afa bacteria na ye ede ba ninti no ene ye nyina nim se efie mu anwuma mu ensore mu ba bibia ewo ho na se wo yo bema na wo yo ba na sa infections yi unya bia ni esie ni wo honum na yo ba ebre bia na ho afọ eno na onam ne abonte so sister hwewechi sister hwe ho obi nso de wo ho a omo se no wote yawde bi ewo sebi ni ba honum etaye ne ya na ye ne hene no odwudwi no otiti no oye no fechefe a ebi nso dan chen no obi nso de wo honum a obo nse ni ju nso twa akwa honum no ene wo yese wo ogun nsuo pe no wote ya obi na mu ya no frem menu ya ba mesrew maintenance mfa nya agudie na se uye sa infections yi anasa uye infected by bacteria parasites ana viruses yi mu bi na se wentu ho anamo wampe ehahama ani ndubi na papa Givers Herbal Center ye dia ba na wamfe ntu ase a ubenwani se organs no anasa nipedua kwa no efa bi na afa de ahyase na edi ninya na ese no na edi ninya na ese no eno na abe yare obekwa yare sabe so ohwenye no ya hwehwe ni moje mu a ye hu yare bia ye hu yare no esanse yare na akokote na adosuko na adore ni pedua no munti no enya ade abehu enti misrel so wo sansen na hoyi na wo sasa niam yi a bomoden ko heba shop bi a utie mi eben wo ko pharmaceutical shop ena fe license chemical shop ebia wo mo tie mi ewa manone ani nkura hodo aka nyina asonso no bomoden na pe bia ye ton nro na ka so pe givers GC mixture ena fe givers GC capsules eno ne adura ye ditutu infections ena fe eye enam yare wa biase be man so wo hono a se yare no ba anasa wo ye infected a wo bon se na fe de brebia na ne sebi ne be man na no na nsuo bi etensinsin fifia no ba oye se ogun nsuo a na sebi ne be man emu ye de na yase ewe no na sebi ne be man emu eye no frim mu a menu aba papa mame ena awo eja sa wo hu sansen na hoyi a mentena se memfa nkoye mpaebo emfa nkoye akomche emfa nkoye enkomhye ne edifo nam so edro ne ye ba akope give us G yankasa ye memu hahama eni dubina ene yatete dia fa abafu nimde kwan so ene ye dia ye enno no dia ba kona kope bi na to nanom herbal shop bi e wo man mu pharmaceutical shop bia ena fe license chemical shop bia no obe na tie baby bia entimi srew men twense yare no enhye wo so ansa ya hu aduro fasie tresem no kra se sie hu sie na unnim da bone no ebeba enti wunnim da yare no ebe kan wa hye enti infections ni de ewo ba bia adwuma mu kra no ewo ho wa hwe eya mansan jana bia ya tai koi wa hew toilet city obi sorry so ana obi ko bisa hu se empredodo se ne sanitize no enti nipo sabi oba betena so no unim ne wo ne ho unim ne wo ne to ho unim enti ne ye ka che ne ye bo okoko se bomodin na yo hu aduro esansa unim be bia obakwa kofa infections no adiefi se ya asodan mu se ye mosque se ye adwuma mu se ye adwaso se ye ehyan mu se ye hifa tap baako na kai se oboyire no so wo honom no bacteria ni to me rem viruses to me rem enti we so we mu agemu we so we mu agemu no na nso akwakosom na wa ye infected enti eno na se wantu ho na montem a ne de ohaw e de ebrew eduro baako a wo hia eye givers GC mixture and have a givers GC capsules ewo herbal shop pharmaceutical shop license chemical shop biemu o mayimu obetumi enya bi ato anom oyire ntobi mo okunu ntobi mo oyire na mo ntobi ma mo mano wo mo mo wantu asosuku sa hodro boarding house ahodro suapon ahodro mu mo ntobi mo esanse niam ahodro ye omo de ye omo ho edidi dwuma no one way the other no obey infected wo ye infected no anya ni ho aduru a obonse ni pedua kwa no ba bi no na afa de e de ha oba obonse ne na afa de oba bi ye oya de bia nti wo se organs ni nyina esanse wa ye infected ni nti no edi ninya etimi srobo modene tu ho anamo na padu pa no ne ansana akechi enti pe herbal shop bi e wo manyimu pharmaceutical shop and have a license chemical shop be bia tun adro bia na ka so pe givers GC mixture and have a givers GC capsules otwa fabum e bia ma che bibi mu ha na wonte ase wa ko to adro na e bia pe kwan obetumi afa so anom na me kire se brand adro nyina no givers ya drink Ghana for ho na ye ndro no nya matra makwe na mu ne ye pese mu ko to adro na ye hu se ne ama ho so tie eni sani ayare no etifa koninti no bomode na fra ahomatrofo yi eso eye 0543 22 24 70 0543 22 24 70 and have a 0501 55 68 28 na woni ye ni nkomo na ne aka kire bia nso no yentume emfamwa na me da no pay me di mo asi mama obi a happy sabbath ama obi a homeda na yenje me so se da kronkron me jemu ama ayo oba kukudrufo ni monyamfo honfefo na ni aka na no pay e the citizen show so me da fan so de no for the atoso
me da si odifo sa wo kwa asori no
me kwa asori
okay ne ye be san so ahia next week abusia for citizen show Accra 100.5 FM said Sarme Tadi FM4 Sunyana FM4 and Adishia 99.1 FM and afin so Dagbon 102.5 ewa Tamale Northern Region Facebook so Accra 100.5 FM yentwa ye ho na yemra ye ba ye beto adwumedie so edi amamo
Go TV, Edibi Biabo, Ya Yensa Kaya, Ebema entertainment experience at Konkai, Ye Freno, Go TV channel change up. A free Busumia Echo, Ya Shisha channels Nini na for local channels na everybody can watch channel listen so. Now movie channels, sports, and the kids channels and swear. Ya Shisha Nina Ewo Kwansron Koso. Kosua show Go TV, Nenya Entertainmenta, a more Diankasa, Wupenchichi Mubia, called www.gotvafrica.com. Go TV, love it.
The system has nothing on her. Those in power fear what she can do. She is Madame, and she is coming. On one hand, she's a humanitarian, and on the other, she's using them to seduce men in power for favors. Madame is a new drama series that explores the evils of an uncontrolled system where young women are exploited. Premiering Monday, 8th May at 8 p.m. on Aquaba Magic, DST channel 150 and Go TV channel 102. Stay connected on star 759#.
Hey, say the Mako who Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Me who crave me, say, and Nunti no mania award, a word bestie, Obian Transit Emma Dumpemia, dear, can say, and as a boy, dear, and can to them with you.
Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. As I want to say, near Kro Etuno, near Anchor Ewanum, Obana Bemo Power, and Yarwankaye.
Nancy, my make say, and the Spana called Moekayeno. Greenfield at Arumanti, and was our selection and also APM.
Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Our ultra modern laboratory. And a diagnostic machine, sir. I should share the Pediani Wankasa. Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic. Our Nungwa Dogon, Estate Junction, last stop. Frewa 0243 983 906 and 0261 651 898.
Greenfield.
God is our healer.
Greenfield.
Your last stop.
Abusiafo Accra 100.5 FM su enie citizen show na no pay yesum wo mabedwafo atnase honorable Daniel Kwesi Esiama former MP Buem constituency na face no Madi no yedea Muhammad Jibril also Ababekan senti Madi Muhammad Jibril also Abakan former deputy national organizer de ma NDC anopemi no wo na eba be didwuma e wo fie say ebanifo me mama chi mo akwaba
ya ohima ohima no didi say
nana ama
ohima nana ama
nana ama Agyarko
aje ohun ya de
nyame ado ama dia pom say
nyame ado meye
ide nyame ase you say by elections akogu ba kon su wo manim
in fact elections say everywhere nim elections
oh yeah internal elections kwa biaka
yeah elections here and the main one ahead of us into where steps are here for
okay
where steps for me this is a steps are
and so na me can by election
by elections
and me can by election
and it's like a very norm after every internal elections be a connection biano the following year there will be
by election yes. Oh okay
yes. Over Telencia after the main elections and then by 2015 towards 2016 elections over I also got that after the national elections the following 2 months and I also West Wego. So it look like a yenshishedima nyama but yemompa say my wonu
na okokumawu okay na experience need to say
I'm in the country, the party for, in Chia, the leader of the party, John Dramani Mahama. Nipa, after now, for see what the Omangan of the USA, to Africa. Even while fighting for his own position, Ukrapon is out there speaking and guiding African to be able to achieve what African will get. Lanko Bia Lanko is all teaching our bomb by say man society and they will not speak. So let's pray for him. And they say no going to our world here, election assem, economy assem. Oba Yahaswa, your leaders as a national chairman, general secretary, any all the national executives are any constituency executives. More especially young omniposition crapa, Omuye Jumadin Ebua party. I was so impressed when I went to Kumewu, seeing people on their own. Among for you so Sika and a faka bar Kumewu.
Okay.
Yes, looking for their own accommodation. Yeah, you better crap on Ediane because it shows said the NDC has come to a point that a day in Nimunua April 2024 no. Obia who say esun. Enti obia pekwanya obeboa ama party no actually anyasa achievements our success no. Enti make say Kumewu one of the test cases that also my party no opportunity to learn from certain turns. We went to elections. Nobody goes to elections. They won't win elections. Yeah, we call it for elections. At least we believe that the people of Kumewu, Ejumapa NDC aye, and the to even tell Ghanaians say they be a kono enya adipa in Dada and Ejuma. But Kumewu as it is, Ashanti region, they play the cards that they want to play. But no end deter party for anti-men say they be yenu MPA and say yes, you do party no. So the numbers we saw shows encouragement. Say this is a constituency year, the last elections year 2020. Yeah, party for to Obama independent candidates. I went MPP.
Yes.
Yeah, party for. So if you got to the point they say no to that independent, no to MPP, and come back to say we are going to vote for NDC. If you mean there's a presidential election, I would have done more. Then it's encouraging in Kumewu. And generally, Kumewu in terms of our enthusiasm, our will to do, the way people monitoring the exercise, MPs taking agent worker, people work throughout the night. I'm impressed. I believe say this enthusiasm way at the call for 2024. I believe we even improve on it because every elections activities there's the downs and ups. I believe that we work on the downs now Kumewu and move on. But I'm also happy. Say Nibe me ka say nyama MPP for ka say omun power ma NDC omun power ma NDC no. I always say kasa keke na moka. Kasa keke na moka. Because when the people decide say you are not the person they want you are, you overbrew. Okay. Because if the MPP sat down, realize say baby eko do no, even though Kumewu amoka say sa appointing club on a candidate momo, na the flag to no so a Kumewu for an answer sentiment to abamo. And you go to a point na sa aboa na wodi to so say yam to abama no. This e wodi sika eni ntoma na aduane na ema omo ansa na meto na which means aboa no krapo ndin aboa no kwa woto abana ama no bio. Because it took the MPP money on say or 50 Ghana or the ntoma ema ansa na za 14,000 who voted for them willingly in the last 24 elections came out to vote for them. This gave me encouragement. Actually, I said, even without that, NDC and sent to my the MPP now doing road construction. In fact, Kumewu Hospital, but now I can't Kumewu Hospital. Then people say, oh yeah, where you ma? It was the time the MPP now brought machines in Kumewu Hospital to come and say, where you ma? But upon all this investment, MPP are here. Which I believe is they cannot share that kind of cloth on election day in 2024. They cannot share that same money in 2024. So it means that they themselves will say, "Omuni vote in the bill." because once you will have won the elections in Kumewu, then people could have relaxed because even one vote could have won the election for them. Or even one vote. And I will share difference there the possibilities of winning elections so was higher.
Okay.
So they could have even relaxed, but they couldn't. They couldn't sleep. And the chief of staff was there putting resources. MPs were sharing part MPs and it is a and your constituency for no the MP be free honor. Office of President for NHSika. Oh, so in fact, and this is the only election.
All government machinery never come.
This is the only elections for the first time. Yeah, Kasa Obamosikano, they are justifying the money they gave.
Yes.
In fact, they were not able to say they be. Almost say they gave them because they were giving TNT. They were encouraging people to come and vote. Did they encourage NDC members? Then you can tell you, say, if you have that time to work within the Kumewu, we'll get the best out of it.
Okay.
And this has also shown the kind of people we elected across in the primaries. Oben say that zeal, that kind of enthusiasm. So pulling vote up for us in 2024 is not going to be an idea. Like I say,
okay, but Madi, before 2024, and as ahead of 2024 general elections, there's another by-election. Yeah, chance speaker beba. As in North, nobody declares seat ni vacant. Nabia preparation say timi akoso hono. On say after Kumewu no MPP for me who say na bi mu week mu no mo ho mo videos eba. O ma start akwa storm yo hono mo a o mu guso mo yemi say NDC mo so mo ndai. So experience mu niema mu ekoso wo Kumewu by-elections. Openly broad daylight police station center ye gina ho ye cheska MPP fo gina so de wo kan enya de omo ye di sie ye kranya report bebre ye nya report pass independent candidate no obo obi asum one center ya na chese wo cheska by election any say de MPP ye no em say vote buy no first na bia ye tete kura ye nye ni openly said ye course yi abaye part bia ekoso and then say wo hwe asin not 2020 parliamentary resource ebaya James Jechikwesini ya wogina mudi ma NDC enya 17,498 which is 55.21% and Abena Drowa Mensa MPP enya 14,133 representing 44.79%. It is a uti free mwanacha say James Jechikwesini no vote or the 3 MPP no 3,305 votes. I just say no. MPP for frase o mu say ahokyere wo system nim. Because ahokyere system man kwa check Gary 2 cups. En kwa check mu 2 cups no 3 cups. Obi di 50 cedis. Papa bi wo say ene ade achi kra se be ye afoma no pa kwa nyu obenya aduane ba kokra di ye problem. Enti onya 50 cedis e wawie. Mo sua ne ma wom. Yeah, and then open up make us a muslim do one man said this kind of chebi.
You see, it's a fact say the MPP money also influence. It's also fact say they say what we say Omar Joanne could do a friend say as enough. But who the kind war in fear and say
wedding with him.
You see, it tells you say the MPP have realized the system the NDC has, they cannot match it. Nti omo ye the eye service projection nti omo ye say ye di kan ho to put the fear and this say hey MPP fair ko, but do we announce our strategy to MPP? No. So if you look on the alcohol is an issue, then we will say but we will not announce our presence to MPP. No.
Okay.
Our system system.
Okay.
Ours we are focused to get the seat back in Asinof.
Okay.
A choir you better to prevent whether they will put money, they will do project. Almost at the project almost last year.
Oh, Asinof.
Asinof.
Okay.
We know what they were doing in Asinof. So ne dano amukoye. Even so much at Ejuma for the last 1 year. Year road construction, year we are. Now more Agyarko, which means it tells you what even they know that is not working. Oh, so you need for all this way in my dear. Even with the judges again in your court to fast track the even criminal case. We know what they are doing. We know what they are doing. We know what they are doing. The MPP. We know, and we know the plans MPP. Yes, plans are more plans are more. So we will not announce what we know that they are doing, but we will win this seat for the NDC and for Ghanaians. That seat will win it, and I can assure you, party, the AC or a friend say, Kumewu, we have all seen it. But you see, if the people of Kumewu have defied, 1,200 of them are defied. Sikasem, a lot of Kwanya Omunye, etimi to about Bibiada NDC. It means the people of Asinov who believe say James Eye Juma and then DC with him and then to my speak and there direction that government cannot override Ghanaians. The Asinov will not disappoint Ghanaians. The Asinov and disappointing Ghanaians at the time now. Say I am a ska eba. Then now the one himself say sika. They know they need somebody in parliament who will work for the NDC in Ghana to prevent these criminals of MPP. So that means I believe in the when say and I since so among foreign your campaign say that appointing by better Obama no.
Okay.
You understand?
How dynamics need
dynamics need different. So if you go and tell them say it t-shirt more better Obama, that's what they told the people come. They say the t-shirt more crap. I'm not pelor kwan you. The t-shirt more crap on better Obama. But that statement cannot happen in Asinov in Central Region. That you can't do it in Central Region. So we believe say time they announce that announcement of our strategy. The party for shouldn't be worried. Say Nana B. Ako.
Oh,
no, I've seen some platforms be.
Okay.
I'm for say, and I'm also more there, and I'm also no. We are not working for MPP. We are working party in AA Juma towards to achieve a goal. And we went to Kumewu, even in that difficult. You saw some videos. Our people are telling you say, "Enya kurapo no beto ma MPP." Enya kurapo no beto ma MPP. And this is the constituency here. Any if you just say AF so closer. Fine. Only me say only free station no. The moment we drive it 2 minutes now. Ra Kumewu. Ekwa na free station that filling station no.
Na ekwa fan zongo no.
MPP aja sa kwan no. O ma nya sa kwan no ekodu Oyoko. And a master some your road.
So Oyoko na start.
And I make us say such short distance now why your portals no. What are you leaving that one for? That is the MPP for you. That is the MPP for you. In fact, a friend said Drabina, and I'm sure you passed through Drabin.
Council of State Chairman. Why do you ask for a second? Could there be a mechanic?
But to him say a free Drabin, over Drabin, up to date. Yes, I asked for the do South Gold Filling Station.
Yes, thank
you. So. This is the MPP for you. I'm saying that is about where the manholes. This is the MPP for you. This is when Ronaldo passed recently. Oh, but it's almost for Ashanti mine for granted.
Yeah, because if you just see Nibeka, I was saying, maybe me MPP me. And it's MPP and Yapi, I'm coming to my party be a MPP.
Yes,
it's about party in this world. Me say, Yanya she cry. You better vote to the few.
That's why they take them for granted. Yeah. Enti what me say work or school when you me 50 Ghana crap on or better about me, but doesn't care. Say development. But so that's why I'm saying the ANC ever enough. The dynamics is going to be different, and I'm sure they will not even start going and tell us from say they are punching crab on motor about or if you give you t-shirt. So I believe say the NDC will not disappoint Ghanaians.
Okay.
Yeah, disappointing.
One follow the Akoswa.
Yo, me da say, and I me da tea for so I say, me da minia
Madi,
me da say wakasa papa ye. Now starting from Kumewu, Enyama esi wa Kumewu by elections. Yeah, when you say MPP for Akoeti say Oma koka nsem kese achieving them became very difficult at last minute. Inti ebasano eno na amini amadi ka eso fantuma edeko ulsafaska gari any emu. They said they are going to achieve 90% of votes cast. Did you get it right? That is where they peg themselves. Until 90% no omu ko mwenim no mo nse na nyama no sitie no they are not going to achieve it. And they couldn't achieve it. And that is it. We say that we just want to increase our votes as compared to 2020 votes that we've gotten. That is it. So we are expecting, say a year, one vote, 2,439. We have achieved our aim as compared to 2020.
Okay.
Indeed, that was the planner, Agyarko. I didn't know if that's a plan. From 1992, no, you win seat no only once. Until from then, you know, bano MPP na ne winning. So according to say, Abedani almost stronghold. Now, but in their stronghold, what can we use to make a statement? Do you get me right? Niente ayetumi koho with all strength. And they say, governance is about delivering service to the people. So, Yeshia Kumewu as a constituency. Had it not been this, let me excuse me to use this word, ethnicity or the party I belong to. NPP has not performed in that constituency more than the NDC.
Yeah.
In this NDC ni echo campaign. Or when you bet to me about a church and same a church for say, Mount see my mamu chief compounds. Mount see me see hospital mamu. Mount see hospital no crown me see my boss crown NPP by no. Mu bebre mu see my fru manuel da MPP camp and I am camp and I'm chamber mukrano. They couldn't even complete that hospital for you. Inti kumeu for say we are seriously. This is the work of Jim.
I don't remember Fijasi.
Fijasi, okay. Yes. So you see the distance. And only pan kwanzusu minia. 1 second now ako. Inti senkadenu benwa. Nanka eye. Then we talk about water. So when it comes to water, has MPP provided water for the Kumeu people? No, they've not. Has NDC provided? Yes, they have provided. So NDC have that strength.
And so they know more mobile power.
Yes.
That
is it.
Kabe si one woman yi one drum sack a sea no more bunso dia. Until say former President John Mahama Bayes our water project.
Yes. Intinu NDC was standing on that strength to campaign. But upon all our campaign, I told you the first, we know it is their stronghold. But we are saying that even if it is one vote added to the 2020 vote, we have achieved our objectives. And it could happen, say, maybe per our campaign ground, we can win the seat because we have a history made in only one day.
Okay, history no is a sabre not such a front place.
Yes.
I akakumawu. Who's all the area where Milemo? It's been in Bibia. That's such a front place. Kahun. So I would say such a front place free Kumawu. And as such a front place, no Aquacoya NDC and a Kumawu.
And thank you for voting. No crap out to me say the echo a bang.
Such a front place.
The voting does so.
Okay.
In the constituency.
Okay.
Into Yoko area there, we have difficulties at that area.
Okay.
Sending a bang.
That is
how
these are the perimeters. Two political parties, Eddie Kwaku. And at the end of the day, NDC are increasing the votes by 1,284. Okay. It is the greatest achievement. Senipa yetumi kasa chere amount for enyamasi sa ama nipa apimbako oha mienu eduawotwi and 9 etumi sisa madwin. It is a very great achievement on the doorstep or the backyard or the area that belong the stronghold of MPP. Now look at the way they were messing up themselves. Senya say MPP nyeshi krame tuamano, they would have lost this seat if it comes to governance and the delivery of service to the people.
And
Mika say senya nunti say obia MPP cry be tuamano no. But you who can say otu for no hini baku who can say one was omusha say kasa. Asante mai misra mu kwasa boye yawo. Nanado obi katro say nanado ni nyansa oboa. Oba yen wangotwa ni krum enna so for line interchanger we are here to hold no wanye asante for so you beto am MPP na mutu abano. What is the reason adentina mutu abano
MPP ni
okay mutu abano say ba otu fa konja no say your budi dada It is the government's delivery of service to the people. And no here. Inti mpenyufo sha se kasa se no oya eba mpenyufo say nanado to me dada otumfo otikokoso o se okoho 9 times wabi se otikokoso say nana wankasa won say mi ba konja so no ma ba ha aha na me ba kra che every region mi ba ha 9 times. At the end of the 9th time no, what is the impact? E just otumfo ti wa de no de on development ana. These are the questions we should be asking ourselves. And now compare on the asantima na asantifo nkasa to me ejina we ka say you compare MPP near NDC cra. They are coming out with the truth, because you can't just have a population without any project or development. Say nkrofo enye juma didi. Na keje tia market kra mahama sidi mo mu say. Hwe se na MPP kra ko jina fum stores no. Na mususu ye di oman no ma mu se mususu mu nsi fufuro kra man tumi azio. Second phase kra da ho. So these are some of the things now coming back to Kumewu again. You realize that what percentage have we increased our vote? By 52.64%. But MPP increased by 2.03%. Wow. So this is the achievement. And it is clear. They could achieve the 90%. Oh. They got 70 point what? They are around 70%. And omunya per the votes are yakasti edi amomu. Omudi winning election. So NDC for muma mweninji. And if it continues like this in all the constituencies in CAM 2024 general elections, I don't want to say anything for them to strategize. But that should be the spirit. Now, when you go to Asin North, yes, as we are talking about, maybe Inca, Ghana for multi hopa mania. Near your friend of pressure or mining in a digit question from in case some for any bimana. So one yafian free parliament crano Nakuma Antonium because any dikit was a mining in a dubefa pressure. What the campaign and now what file why a campaign ya election what we need election or musi. Don't carry yourself as an honorable member for over a year. Meanwhile, pressure no antisa bulleto, but a shamu yang no misre asino for. Let's forget about that. Let us think about human being. We are say ayabe onipa ye nipa. Na oye obi bibia, because look at the Supreme Court blaming the EC say. Wanye ne jumaye enye jemen say yasema na ye kadibia say oye incompetent. The Supreme Court has blamed her, say in the first place in can say bia uji ni forms. Do you get it right? What did the EC said about this? And NDC first there was a precedent, because at the time ye to aba edima jache question I declare as an MP no. Now ni citizenship no I change it as a Ghanaian. These are the dichotomies that we need to iron out. The crypsis that we need to iron out. But that is it. Intermediate mesre, the development of this nation should not be based on when you have a by-election. A tresa bananka sankasa only plan bia or the government. He has taken so much money and they have squandered so much money. Inti asin for Zufo, and asin of sorry. Me pamucho. The original chairman of the NPP Okasaye no mitie or social media no, and that is it. As I say enta jechukwesi na yentu abanu famanu, and that is why yesterday too I agree with the appointment committee. In some amaka say someone fa the reasons why you said this person's name should be expunged from what parliamentary records muntinu yentu aba. And the new Chief Justice coming, or they vetted yesterday, no, they must come clear with this. Say, yes, sir, what was the meaning of Air Assembly? Now, quite to say, Tabia NDC for Namanamu so fidye. But when we govern a nation like this, we will be crashing. We will be crashing. I just say, oh, yeah. Meanwhile, we are having children. Meanwhile, we have a job to do to govern this country. Meanwhile, we must make sure that Ghana become a nation among nations. That is the black star must shine in all kindness. But say embranu mum ena edi enya yeah, in my mind's eye ma hu say mbra no edi minya but me to me can pay almost contempt of court. Do you get to right? So we are being gagged not to talk. We should just be there quietly. But you know, when you pump a gas into an enclosement, there's a tendency of it blowing at the end of the day. We should not go that way. Inti say who to me be able to me mouth as in this nation say shomanusa. You are moving forward with the whole nation, but don't move forward for me to see as if we are moving with a political party. If the decision of an institution of state shows me say you are moving with in my mind as a political party, then you are creating a problem for this nation. Because say we ya means China minya sa position meye wa manaya ya. And when we continue like that, then we may not have a nation at the end of the day. But we want to be seen as Ghanaians everywhere. You know, when Ghanaians met elsewhere outside this country, oh, you are Ghana, oh, you are Ghana. It isn't there that we should know that we are Ghanaians. We should know that we are Ghanaians in this country too. And live together. So the project must go on in Asimnof. They need those projects. But Mr. Asimnof for this is not the time for you to actually crucify your own son. Get your question. Say Kobase were picking from there. Muntu abanu manu. Na Ghana ni nyina who say yes. Emrano akamudie. Ba mu Asimnof for susuno. Mu susumu ye Ghana for mu wo bibi chere. E wiase ni nyina say get your question oye muba. Inti abanu esesemu ntumanu. Mwantu abanu amanu. You have actually injured him and his descendants, the lineage ninyina, because they will be feeling pain until that I cannot tell. So that is what you must do. But the NDC will move in, like the regional chairman has said. He said, Omunu, they are going to do everything underground, and they are warning the MPP not to come and share money there, because if they share the money and they see them, what will happen? We can't just tell. They just don't want them to become and be sharing money. It is the job that they are doing. NDC so continue to develop the place. But when it comes to say, and I'm better vote to know and there I would have wished to see what the regional chairman would do. Or sitting in Watalu on Fancherobia, and that is what we'll be expecting. Okay. It shouldn't be that Ghanaians should be taking we politicians say about what Chesika. That is bad politics, bad governance. That will not be good for us. Thank you.
Yeah. And Chief Justice nominee, Justice Gertrude Araba to Kunu Echo Vetting. Na, they say Ghana no. Said one can dem so kuta birth certificate here. Oh ya lateni. And now we to go list or say just document be forms be kwa. But sometimes na dia ya na e chire ma adwen so ne say. Ade na ya say improve your identity say we ye Ghana ni no. Sa ade no wo de call NIA officer. Enu na ade kwa register the Ghana card. Enu na wo de kwa your passport.
What we chikrapo. Unu say bisa no say we ye Ghana ni. Wo passport. I say a passport etimi ma we ye Ghana ni. In fact bisa no it was simple. Yes. She answered simple.
Okay.
Say passport etimi ma we ye Ghana ni. But the passport can never be a passport unless you bring birth certificate.
Yes.
Your basic documents.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Your friend said, birth certificate, you know. Oh, especially the judges to respond to this one. They are the same people who sat on this case and ruled. So now they are defending Adia, yen defending. So they are only using technicalities.
Because birth certificate they require passport.
Me ancestor Odima, you know, I became scared even the ruling, the beginning ruling. Amuye, because the bizarre say, sometimes birth certificate can I be called Ghanaian? Or say, oh, so be free London no, but Ghana. Now you won't know Ghana. Because see, I'm not a Ghanaian. But sure, birth certificate say I'm not a Ghanaian, so he's not a Ghanaian. But those the person who says Ghanaian, no, you say it's not a Ghanaian, but the certificate. At what time do we know somebody is Ghanaian? At what time? In fact, that ruling way now. I don't ask document Bembio and a dear to me say Ghanaian and a Ghanaian. first I see best Ghana card. You for Ghana card in here. The friend said Ghanaian as a Ghanaian. However, birth certificate now no be use what they
Ghana card.
So your base document na ma sa guarantee say if you we see foundation in the ultimate not here foundation. Not the concrete see down is ejina. That's the meaning of the ruling no. Was to be a concrete a dying, but the foundation in the ultimate not here and keke e dey shape form. Not the concrete sisu ebeye. This is the example that they're telling us. Because the base document that's why I don't accept it as a birth certificate. But you see, this is a ruling they did just to favor MPP and then Nanado because where to get voter registration. All is about the elections. Because they did it thinking, say, yeah, you free more. About for them to get more people to register on there, to reduce some people out of it. But they didn't know that you go a long run to affect us. And until and if I my main no answer, then ask say, did she understand the English word that they're asking her? But for now, no, what you say? Ebian can from local language, no one tears here. Because passport
is no legal deductions.
I'm kind of buffing. Some that's why they go. But someone will be so be illegal issues. And someone be from the A because vetting be illegal. Because one can it be the show. So when is a legal deduction? When any legal deductions? If it no crap or no birth set in no. In fact, a man will quiet chire we are why because birth certificate bisa mame bisa papa baby free that they can refer to. Then answer because no time confirm me no be free no and ma wo ye why
lineage
nti aye na wie wo se we ne na no ye nji ntum nti birth and death certificate na ye ne mfa so ne zen
ye de koya Ghana card ana pa
de koya de Ghana card ma Ghana ne Ghana ni
ano ne
ba bi o ma Ghana ne Ghana ni but the birth certificate ni de nya Ghana
ni say forms be forms just a forms
document so it's a confused ruling. When honorable can say one can you pay now you are say bra or say contempt. If all is one of the confused ruling that judges say my idea. And I believe that one day we'll come back to this one when we have a real people Ghanaian who really believe in Ghana to take care of this rule. That's why it will affect the generation to come. Because maybe their birth certificate or maybe their birth certificate a document a so document a refer say ba only say obi timi nyim e Ghana no we took American
akwowo akwaji paper money
ba na paper birth certificate o ka paper na wa ka say no di birth certificate enu kwa man na American ni enu kwa so the Americans that we are learning from them they are using birth certificate because you wo your passport in mouth. America, in fact, we know many people who went to America just to go and give birth in America.
To be America, Europe, UK, Germany, Netherlands.
Say you say no the but here, you see they be birth certificate in there, which means so be free UK. No person in Ghana near. Want to be in ember no Ghana. What say that? Say yeah, to me how. After you phone after 2 months of war. No got in America. In fact, it be called 2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
No got in America and got in Europe. You are near man of birth certificate, which were citizen, straight for a citizen. And even any players in the ball, Europe, no ball, we know. But yes, dear. Say ya bon. Say boy you, say bro. Near judges at Tenassi, I can say they be. I did my way again in the engine to
me. Cousin be a Cotina Holland. Or crime say 5 years grammar. The last time you didn't work, I say. Me say me nya Ghana ni bi mu less than 5 I say na ya to aba wa ha me to aba ya nwoni ho wan ko school wo ho wa kwotena ho no wonya 5 years o se no no okuta yes o se ono to aba wo ho to aba wo Ghana but Ghana kra na ya wo wa ha say no a ukuta birth certificate wo birth cert no so e kire say wo maami frafija ase wo papa frafija ase wo fie house number ni bibia na yade no ya wo afijase government hospital no eno no nkire say wo ye Ghana ni
but you see say o maji passport mo say no mo na document but Nigeria say o passport Ghana passport e do say Ghana for Nigerians, they have Ghana passports. Togolese have Ghana passports. You go to Liberia, over share Ghana, over share Nigeria, and you get Ghana passport. So, I don't know why Ghana new. The only how all best to see what you're Ghana. But the court got a court. I say I don't call a Ghanaian. Because you see, our judges and MPP for say book long and a Ghanaian. They rate Ghanaians at a class of school year. That's what they think Ghanaians are. They don't believe say we are Ghanaian. So this system they are pushing a crime push and the judges intimate answer no. All is because they have taken Ghanaians for granted just for voting. And it's getting to me say, will somebody really understand to approve this woman based on this one? Does she really understand what she's saying? Does she really understand? She is even Ghanaian more on Ghana passport than
the birth certificate. Yeah, or the quiet passport.
She's more. In fact, they say, what they are saying is, you walk out Ghana before their passport, you're Ghana new.
You're Ghana new.
No, per what they have said, per the ruling. Say, walk out Ghana, age 1 up to 15 when you're Ghana card, no, when you're Ghana new.
Yes.
Unless somebody says, he's the person is Ghanaian. Because you become Ghanaian when you own passport, per what they say. And I say, Ghana card will start 15 years. Any passport will start 18 years, unless it will be 2 coin. Ghana will be in your passport, so this will be 2 coin. Why do you take cost, higher cost to be Ghanaian? And don't be a passport. Look at the cost that you go through to become Ghanaian. And if you are a hospital, you have a birth certificate from there. But this is the people, the ruling now, Mama. Today we are all fighting over it. And it's sad. And all is because Nanaldo's interest. That is why he's pushing all the judges just to favor him. All is about votes. And this decision, MPP have always maintained and say, and dear Ghana for any opportunity to speak, they will block all those things. Don't forget that this is the only party, the MPP. Unye shirt are tintin pair, they say you're not Ghanaian. The Frau Amadua, Unye Ghanaian. This is all MPP that have understanding. It be share up now because we are Ghanaian. Once you Frau Amadu, you Frau Fati, you Frau Mumuni, you are not seen a Ghanaian. You are third class Ghanaian. So, once about to be a it will be difficult unless they call you a name that is close to what they think it should be a name. Into the BIA, but to a bar, Ubeshwe, near Kojina borders. I got Gina Togo, a friend say, voter region. I got Gina areas here, near Jai Sampa. Look at the knowledge you. Now I got Gina voter region. They go to areas, but now just sample, which is because it's like dominated, no?
Okay.
Or how long how many times I to say the soldier for Gina Ilubu say I'm protecting Crawford. Even though the NDC wins, but they see them they can almost like I can. But I had a voter region for and a free ever into Omudia Omunyagana for. And this is the kind of a mentality the MPP has always in this country. So birth certificate issue they have ruled already. They will always be going around 8 technicalities to defend it, just to get what you want. But this thing can be resolved, God willing, when you have John Mahama as a president, and you have a judges who reasons as Ghanaians, and your book reasons, because judges they have seen their grandchildren in US who has given birth there. Become the people of citizens of those countries, but they are denying Ghanaian. And the enemy said, from 1 to 15 years today, a Ghanaian, and they will pay any Ghanaian. They say Ghanaian, which is a union, so Ghanaian. And I say,
that's your passport and I say Ghana.
And so why Ghanaian?
Sound why Ghanaian? Because we birth setting and so we nationality. So
what can I say? You say you call birth certificate, which be true. So, but the passport, sorry. In fact, when Electoral Commission did registration this time around, we find many people who are using Ghana passport, and Ghanaians. And many times people don't pay their way out to do a friend say passports. So if they are even now saying, may you use Ghana birth certificate as a Ghana friend say for citizenship, then no any document should be valid to be used. No document. because a passport say passport in bisa baby o free o passport e bisa o mama papa baby o free nyama it's because the data from the birth certificate. So mommy me we have a confused government with a confused people managing our laws. Well, I can say contempt, but we have a confused people call themselves judges ruling on the cases reason. In fact, when Honorable Kasano offer a similar of issue, electoral commission, AGOB document, any me say, oh, what they are no correct. Not George Akaja said, "Dear, we are from so." Nanka one year from so, Nanka Papa, we one year problem. Now see why electoral commission or they will call only problem. Why we are from so no only problem. But they are any from so no. What's why bonny?
Only the only move from so.
Only from so. What's the only why bonny? Into this is because we have a people who are confused people reading law, reading English to rule. That's our problem. Into me, when you come to talk about this, it becomes so disturbing. Oh my Ghana saying that you need document can say oh my way a document today. You go to Togo, they know have the document that they can be proud of. You go to Bedi, Liberia, their birth certificate is something that they value. By her English, bro.
Saka Sali and you know Saka.
Saka.
Saka. And Obono.
Saka.
Saka. Saka. Saka na double e na say double. Double enti me bono double. Saka Salia NPP communication team member Agyarko. Saka my started from wa ma meto by election ya de banti. Wa meto by election ti ye koye nim. Esa obesa de ya.
Ma beto me from coach.
Because they say you want
say me na make
Saka na uni Saka
me na make asa
we dey ajo be so obey you
me na make asa
me ma 5 minutes about after by elections no na ya call chief justice nominee no na we dey ato aso ama
yeah you me that say ma me fa konye we na me nchie tiefo nyina me say this na e chepa o ansa sa na me ba hen
ache
yeah I think over close to a year or so. Yeah. Me chia me brothers I could see say me banana me tie nuama moka na host so to jangum ni sanema Nema amuka.
Sir, ensem wa e kwaso ne ye kan. Ye nema ne ye kan. Ensem wa e kwaso.
Ba obiani pese meka.
Okay.
Nti nema na amuka.
Ensem wa e kwaso ne ye kan.
I think say no omunu omuhu na omusi u ya nye 50 something %. Unu say unye one vote as Kumowu. Now the next election was only one voter, 100%. Madam Host. Mami and I, what the name? Nanama. Who say 100%? Who say only one vote? And what you know, but now only two voter. 100%.
Okay, yeah.
You go 50% and you will be and Chirashi say why are dear why can you 50%? Say when you a patry 2,000 in the last election. Now this time round all the 1,000 count.
1,200.
Oh massa.
Something.
Massa. Omoko elections no. See omoko winning. Oh say oh yeah MPP adie ko IMF. MPP a government no ahunchaba. The people of Kumowu, the people of Ashanti region, Yanyeshi, Momo, it's at the end of the day, no, Vutia, Chere MPP. To me, they say all manner of things. Marco Dinkugu Poto. After the oh, Yanyebi, ya increase your vote. Now MPP are increasing your vote. And besides, the turnout was not the same as 2016, 2020. So what I say, by election, my development and cost. Mami
Madi 20 by elections mu percentage say
Say that last one, by election 2020.
No, I'm talking about the
17%. 70%.
Okay.
And independent, no,
oh, they are more than 17%.
I think we got 17%.
Yes,
17%.
that's what it is.
Okay.
Action for.
Okay.
So yes. It's and it is nothing to write home about, especially if you compare. You see, it doesn't commensurate with Monoish now. So independent.
But compare
to what
they are working with now 17%. 2020 Bernard Opoku-Mafu when you're 8.33%. No, so from less than 10%, and then 9% cry, 8.33%. Now say how many years? 2 years.
Just 2 years.
Yes, after 2 years, almost 17%. You know.
And I make a joke say, so Obinya 1%, no, China, Obinya 1 vote, no, China. It's a percentage, in this context, no, it can deceive you people.
So what will give you the actual result? Numbers and answer.
Oh, Master, me, even with numbers, the way I'm more control, more yet the deal, you see, it is so unimaginable. Say, Marco, 3%, 3,000 votes.
In the parliamentary elections,
instead of say,
instead of you, when we don't have
instead of you to put your tail in between your legs and run in shame. You come and sit on radio. Hey, we have increased.
But when what catch say 1,000 votes.
System. The system that let me tell you, the system that the NDC their system now mo put in place. The system of one laptop. Mo de kotina room uncompleted building.
Oh, okay. I now understand. So when you talk system now, okay, system now, I'm gonna say computer. This is exactly the meaning of the kind of review. I'm gonna say cancellation. No, the system.
Oh, Mama Gaza, Mama system. Say Mumu system. Whatever system you have, the NPP has a superior system.
That system.
You have a very poor system. As NDC as a party, Muni system. Me, if I were NDC, I would have either resign or take my people on, because you have not shown over the last few years, from 2016 up to now, say you have a winning machine. You have not shown it at all. To be honest with you, he was an observer. No, no, putting the figures. I mean, so that was your system of coalition. And at the end of the day, instead of you to keep quiet and come and then rehearse.
Now, omunsia mo system. Say a police station center.
Oh, please. It is the figment of their own imagination.
Ah, Master, Adia, course, what baby. System na come binti ni nyina fa.
Ye kasikacha do mama ema obia 400 say monkoto abana kwaje.
You see what the baby?
Oh mama
what's the baby? What's it
do mama
why
obia oma delegates
obia
no
you selected people to vote for you and give them money.
No, he was buying all the delegates were voters. So please. We know why we are.
We know why.
If it was about say me boa party,
that's what he did.
If it was about say me boa party, I'm a party at delegates transporter. He will give it. He will donate it to the party, asking the party say.
But I didn't throw the money in the
no. It was for John Mama who was a candidate.
So give it
to all the delegates, so that please. Do you know that there are people in MPP? Sometimes when they are going for elections, so if they are going to help in the elections, they donate the money to the party.
And they donate the money to the but
say Uber out. Abaka says, oh, John Dramani Muhammad dear. You see him from Mamu. Say, young from Mamu say, young from Mamu vote.
All the delegates. That we use the word.
Is it not all the delegates?
All the delegates.
All the delegates don't. All of them vote.
Please. But did you
don't
give every voter?
Massa. This is not even the first time. You remember? I took John Mama to Shraj for sharing cars.
At where?
This not. You are not even in Ghana.
No, for sharing cars to win.
NDC is in 2018 when Gushitano himself came out to say dear John Dramani Mahama here no. A tantamount to vote buying. Say share as a candidate to presidential primaries. You are sharing cars. Those I don't know. They are forgotten. Sad Nizan be
giving party people,
giving it to the regional executives, and then they came out. And then the regional executives, the regional executives came when he gave it to them. Do you know the next thing they did was to come out to say the regional say Uncle Ono post. Say Uncle Ono post. No, the only thing Shiraj said about this matter after a year was that Tie said John Dramani Mahama in terms of public corruption, he says they cannot investigate him because he's not a public officer. That position of a former president is not a public officer. But we try. I told you. Yeah. After sending the case. Yeah, after a year, investigation. I'm saying he said. No, I'm saying he said. Investigate him in what way? The pickups have come. So haven't you? Has he donated the pickup? Where is he? What are you talking about? You are talking about. I have the capacity to deal with the three of you. But I'm saying because I am saying Bawumia has not donated anything to anybody. No, but the things have been brought for his own use. No, for his own use. Me see for his own use. Or the Bayan Nejuma. Or the Bayan Nejuma. It doesn't matter. But I'm saying, see, you want to obfuscate the issues. You want to obfuscate the issue. You don't want the per se the listeners to understand that. The listeners understand what we are talking about. No. So but Bawumia has not donated any pickup to anybody. Nipano Are you saying the NDC will not bring pickups to come and work? Are you saying no presidential candidate will bring pickups? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? So I'm saying, sir. Don't worry. Don't come and sit here and say the MPP party share even a war cry. Now, you see, I mean, who in his right sense will say these things? You have been peddling this for all these years. Say MPP for na casa, and then Yembu Nesa Mano, and Oko Asin of their Sadian. I mean, you see, we don't get it. We don't get it. We respect every Ghanaian. Nobody, no politician would ever say this and say, and unless you give me a quote from a known politician, not from maybe one of you just turn his own voice as if he's an MPP president. We have seen these things. I am saying he said, normally be a more better, more cannot. Sometimes, let's be honest with ourselves. Madi, I don't think that you are more sensible than the MPP people who go there to campaign. And for that matter, even you will never say these things in the Volta region. The Volta region votes in block more than the Ashanti region. But have you ever seen an MPP person, say some of these things that you are talking about? In the Volta region, the MPP. I'm from there. They have been saying what? The MPP in the Volta region, we don't get as many votes as the NDC gets in the Ashanti region. Very simple English.
No, repeat it again.
Repeat it. I'm saying that you get in the Volta region, in terms of percentage, and the vote itself, the MPP don't get much votes in the Volta region. as much as the NDC get in the Ashanti region.
No, you can't do that one because take Okwabere East.
What do you mean by you can't do this one? What, I mean, this is a fact. So don't even let us argue. me see MP NDC for new vote ewa Ashanti region see MPP new vote ewa voter region. Simplicity. But we are not saying it. But you see. But for you to come and create the impression, say, for that, my sister say, or more one of the, whether you.
Yes, son, it's your one. Yes, sir, me, I'm saying. Yes, son, it's your one of the MPP for MPP, and you cry, better MP.
I'm saying,
because a voter for son, voter for so can. Sanet here because your boy your
more in the voter region than in the don't come and sit here and create the impression. Don't come and sit here. It is about the people. It is about say. It is about say.
Meba Saka Pacho meba he Kumewu constituency.
Tamils in the NDC.
Thank you. But
don't say thank you. There is no program. There is no development. Ubetimi NDC ni betimi aka say we Professor Mills na ye. All of them they have given it to John Dramani Mahama just because of vote. I'm crying for Mills. I am crying for him. So what I say, you know there but one say mo kasa mu mutimi ka say Professor Mills na ye we. But
High Court Accra.
Even the High Court, University of Ghana Medical School, medical way, no. Musi John Madam Mama na ye. Any day be anamuna mukasa. Meba when Professor Mills did it, a trouble gas plant. And Guasi for Debia Musi John Dramani Mama na ye trouble gas plant. When it was started by and even the money because you people are liars. You are liars.
No.
I'm fighting for Professor Mills. I'm fighting for Professor Mills. So what you say? You see, NDC for no. Mama, yeah, they say, oh no,
NDC achievement.
Okay, say NDC. Wait. Okay, say NDC. I won't have problem. But Debiano, I must say, John Mama na ye. John Mama na ye. It's your no na ye.
Now ye. That
means because on every central region.
It is not you.
Every central region. Every central region for the.
Chief Justice nominee no more system NDC for
system
MPP system na bebo am for by elections ne ahead of elections
system
system
by election kwa fa one laptop system
stop us to get 1,200 votes but we see you can so asem no we see
oh dear mama David
hospital
but you see
we are doing
it. Government hospital, remote district hospital. Nina, you don't know what you are talking about. 95% complete.
Hey, wait there.
I can even show you the pictures. 95% complete.
Stop
that. Question Ben Obi
Question Chief Justice nominee about this certificate, birth certificate. I don't know when you.
Oh, that be me.
Birth certificate no a document bia enkyere se wo kuta bia ya wo Ghana ya wo ye Ghana ni wo maame efri ha wo papa efri ha ya birth certificate no enkyere se wo ye Ghana ni until say wo benya wo Ghana card and wo passport eno nti yenkoye ni sana.
Yeah, I mean I just say the Citizen Act any old fire constitution more in Article 6, a tray who a citizen is necessary. I just a Ghana Hano. We say we a ho a foreigner.
Okay.
Now, obey maybe the two couples, the two or Bana or Bemano. Now, more be who ever Ghana ha. Automatically, won't mean say Obano ye Ghanaian, even with the birth certificate. So what you say? It just acquiring a birth certificate in Ghana does not necessarily mean say we are Ghanaian. Even the Ghana card, acquiring the Ghana card does not necessarily mean say we are Ghanaian, because ECOWAS card and in the card, you know, you foreigners, the foreigner part, you know, there are foreigners with it. So you can have a Ghana card, but as a foreigner, and also see what you say. But I am saying in the absence of the Ghana card, you know, because Ghana card, so it has not. We have not gotten to a stage actually say just a Ghana card and son over a Ghanaian, because your passport no say indicate say we are Ghanaian. Even cry without passports, without those things, no. Still no, you are Ghanaian. I don't know the context with which it is, because man, okay. It's a discussion is difficult for me. Okay. But you see, if, like I wanted to do propaganda, I will just do the way they are doing. I am not even sure say they even understand the context with which she said
ruling
it.
Already that Ghana card our birth certificate.
Ruling on what?
The ruling Supreme Court.
The Supreme Court
based on that question, business question.
The Supreme Court says what? That be
system.
But he's lying.
Of a system.
No, if it's about if it's about Asinov. No, because it is as not ruling. No, because the fact of the matter.
No, and yes, not ruling a man by.
But what Kasimnov assemble Munina Kasimnov. I am saying, say,
this ruling is very difficult ruling.
For being a citizen of Ghana, there are so many ways which may a citizen without necessarily even having any card. So what I say, you'll be crowd from nowhere. Now we are less than 7 years now. You
but no, current administration in system now modern. Chief Justice nominee say ukuta birth certificate ya ono de kwaya ne passport na ne passport na ekuta no say na chere so ye Ghana ni birth certificate no enchire ne say ya wu no Chief Justice a oba be ye Chief Justice no the birth certificate so ye Ghana.
You see you yourself, you don't even understand the context with which she said it. For instance, for instance, for instance, we are Ghana ni na ukita birth certificate. Now you are found somewhere, like maybe you have traveled to maybe US now, or passport Ayira. Then you say oh, I'm a Ghanaian, look at my birth certificate. They will not regard your birth certificate as just for being a Ghanaian. What the most important thing is say or passport. It is a passport that is used in assurance say you prove your nationality, not birth certificate. You can go around with your birth certificate in your pocket.
But say you
say a Ghanaian and say my birth certificate.
Eti yen tu kwan na ye wo Ghana ha say no. Ghana ha nipa dodo say ne tu kwan. Ye wo Ghana ha ye na yen tu kwan no. Si ekuta birth certificate ya ye memu no entimi nkyere your identity wo Ghana.
Oko the other neighboring countries, Togo, near other places. When omo character Kerlente say you have to be you are a citizen. That Kerlente bisa omo say omo birth certificate na omo the fresh Kerlente. It is the identity card as a Ghanaian, as a citizen. So you don't work with birth certificate. Oh, me a Ghana, me birth certificate in. No, that is not. You see, that's the reason why I'm saying say maybe no, because I didn't get that you were going to discuss it to this angle. But I'm saying you say this is a Mamia. She has been in the court for 20 years. She's one of the sharpest brains of this country. She's coming to be the Chief Justice. Okay, don't come and sit here. The first thing you should do is say, the context with which Nipane a card, not your lame, man brain. Now they all kind of no, we don't do that. Context being okay.
Context ya okay, and say or sit when no birth certificate your forms a document. And no interest or ye Ghana ni, but when we ekuta no de kwa ye passport no. the passport ne kura no na che so e Ghana ni boss one birth certificate na no enche wa identity enche wo nationality say wo nye Ghana ni no the same document no wo dey acquire passport and I will acquire na acquire passport ya mi say so ma mi firi hu papa firi hi details yeah what birth certificate ni so no dey dey your passport ma the same details na what birth certificate ni so no ma wo nye Ghana the same details no am wa ya Ghana ni wo bra wo nya
can we see the Supreme Court rule at the Abu Ramadan case no, about this nationality in Sanuemano. And one of the ruling was that at the time the electoral commission rule say Ediba say they are going to use, they are not going to accept any other way, you know, except almost they are not going to, they are going to, the problem was about driving license say the Supreme Court rule say no
any health insurance
no enya dia obetimi IUC. The Supreme Court says say all those things you can use them to identify way, but omuntimi force the electoral commission which one to use. Say what you say. But the Supreme Court say once the electoral commission say they are going to use, maybe if the electoral commission decides say maybe use a passport as an identifiable base document, the Supreme Court cannot say no, provided say all Ghanaians have the passport. If it is about birth cert, no, the Supreme Court cannot force but the Supreme Court, if the document that the electoral commission say document no say it is not a full proof of being a Ghanaian, the Supreme Court can rule against it. That was one of the reasons why I'm ruling against baptismal card. Baptismal card, your friend is saying, national health insurance card, need driving license, and those things, any other citizen can have it. So just but in this particular context, like I'm saying, birth cert alone, no, I agree with her entirely. Because the birth cert cannot represent or passport. The birth cert cannot represent, because the birth cert, no, one of the documents. Passport, you don't present birth cert alone. Passport office, then you present your birth cert, then you stand. A lot of questions will be asked.
Araba.
Yeah. Oye insemanu bebre kodru say this birth certificate assemble na mbwaye a omaye no abrofo beka say I clinch say obeka tre say birth certificate no enye a document to prove your citizenship. But in Ghana, we use lineage. She used that word, lineage. Your father's side, your mother's side. Then I asked myself a question. Say, are we trying to introduce in the apex court local colonialism or tribalism? Why is my Chief Justice nominee talking about lineage in this particular aspect? Now, Mesa Ebisa me question say, what that statement intended to achieve in the Ghanaian society? Wasaka say, in some countries, birth certificate can show your citizenship. But Ghana, it is lineage. So why? So in the community of nations in the world, what are we trying to achieve? What is the impact? What is the brain behind that lineage acceptance and then not accepting the birth certificate? Enuano. Enune asema minua eka ediatwem. This issue of saying that some people are Togolese, no, and Antiboko Eko Raye Apex Court. Because to me, near Constitution can say, and it say, if you are hurt, every person who on the coming into force of this Constitution is a citizen of Ghana by law shall continue to be a citizen of Ghana, subject to the provisions of this Constitution. A person born in or outside Ghana after the coming into force of this Constitution shall become a citizen of Ghana at the date of his birth. At the date of his birth, if either of his parents or grandparents is or was a citizen of Ghana at birth. Simplicity. But also could be so be lineage. Una free him. They can use it politically against you or me.
But that was what you read. That is what
no. They say grandparent. But when you are looking at this lineage thing, tribe ni weni na ebeba be wuram.
No, you don't
my brother, please, I beg you. You see, at the point in time, I stop talking because I don't want you to interject me when I'm talking.
But what you read,
please,
second part of the time now.
No, please. That what you read,
please.
It's talking about
so now, when please. Now, when they are writing birth certificate, and then birth certificate,
okay.
My grandfather's name is inside. My father's name is inside. So what again do we need? It is in the birth certificate.
Lineage ni also.
It is in the birth certificate. So what are we looking for again? I have it. That is what I used to prepare my passport. My mother's name, my grandfather's name, my grandmother's name. So what are they looking for?
Lineage ni also, Dada.
So you see that they are trying to cure some political illness in their own mind. And that is how I see it. And you know Araba Tokonu. But they have sat down to accept that fact in that situation. Then you ask yourself again, what is the economic impact of the decisions we are taking? If you have national birth and death registry, and we have staff there and we are paying them, and they are preparing documents, you say that document is not good for anything. Why are we paying them? Why are we paying them? Then we also have the passport office paying people over there. Why are we doing that? Then we move again to National Identification Authority. Why? Duplication of efforts whilst we need money to create jobs. And I thought these our judges, our apex court, our legal luminaries, they have to help us as Ghanaians to solve this problem. But in my mind's eye, they are rather creating problem for my mother who cannot read and write, even though my mother can read. And that is the problem we are having today in this country. Why should it be so? Now, you remember this birth certificate issue that brought the conflict in Cote d'Ivoire, Gbagbo and Alassane Ouattara. So the earlier for us to cure this ailment, the best it will be for us. As at yesterday, Ube say, Mami Araba they were vetting her. But I wish she find a better cure for this before the country goes into ditch on this, who is a Ghanaian birth certificate, a passport, throwing all these documents away. That is what they are saying. The foreign nationals have our document. They have them. Our brothers, Nigeria and all those speaking English speaking, they have them. Liberia. My brother, you don't know the lineage. You can put
please.
True fraud is the fraud not in this country.
Yeah.
We don't have it.
So
we don't have it. Wait, listen. We don't have it in America. I asked the question, what are we trying to cure? Are we to become a superpower? Or the first world? With this linear type of birth certificate not showing you are a citizen, or until it is passport. Meanwhile, the passport information is gotten from birth certificate before you can get a passport. What is a working contradiction that way? Look, if you don't have a passport, go and take your birth certificate and look at it. They tear it. They say bring your birth certificate before you get a passport, isn't it? So no, please. Let me speak to Ghanaians. You are knowledgeable. You know everything. Now, these are the issues that we are trying to interrogate. And then we are telling our legal luminaries that they should not allow Ghanaians to see their actions as if they are politically motivated. If their actions are politically motivated, it is not going to be well for this nation. You will do everything on earth, but life has timeline. You must go. Now, when you are going, you ask yourself, with your education, with your profession, again, are you coming to what? Divide us in ethnic lines. Why do you tell us that before I can be a citizen, you as the apex court of Ghana, the law of this country, look at citizenship through a lineage and not by birth? Why do you tell us these things? Because everybody may have a personal understanding and interpretation to this. Because we are in this country today, people call people, you are not a Ghanaian. You are not a Ghanaian. You are from this country. You are from this tribe. That will not help us. And it is the court that can help us to bring us together and say no. Once the person have gotten the birth certificate, he is a citizen. Because by that, they register your name, where you are born, your parents, your grandparents. Finito. So it is a contradiction that they are trying to cure, but they are finding it difficult. But because she's very, very part of the decision that was taken yesterday, she could not run away from it. But I am wishing that you should know that Ghanaians are not satisfied, or some Ghanaians are not satisfied with her answer. Not at all. But they don't have the power to be members of the appointment committee. So through this medium, she should hear that some Ghanaians are not satisfied with that answer, because we are looking at it that answer is politically motivated. Because during 2020 elections, what happens in my region was so nauseating, excuse me to say, so nauseating, where you cannot move, where people immediately they take your name before they even do the Ghana card in 2020. The national security sent people to my constituency, to my area, because we are a border town. They ask of your name. They ask people to tell them who this person's father is. I said they did it. I was a member of parliament. And I am telling you what has happened. So today, if you are continuing to tell us these things, then it means you are telling me something that what you did during the registration of Ghana card in 2020, it is something that you want to permeate the ethnicity. And then using your own powers to determine who is a Ghanaian. Anybody who comes to stay in this country for a number of years can apply to be a citizen. But you don't use name as they did in 2020. You don't ask people where does those cocoa farmers who are in our land. They've been there, they've given birth, their children have married, but when you mention the name and you know that, oh, this person is from Togo, then you say that it's not a Ghanaian. But that is not what the constitution has said. Not at all. Ghanaians go abroad after, like you said, somebody went to Poland. After 4 or 5 years, you become a citizen. So what are you doing with this type of unye Ghanani and uye Ghanani? Look at this. But these MP people, we hear them that in 2020 election, they went to bring people from Ouagadougou, Niger to come and vote for them. Yes. They said they went and brought people to come and vote for them. Now, if you are looking for citizenship,
what is your Ghanaians in Niger?
Someone just hear what he said. But there are no Ghanaians in Togo. No, but there are no Ghanaians in Togo. So why do you block those who are in Togo?
What is Ghanaians in Niger?
No, Wankasa. So go and ask him. Falise. Now, I'm catching this. Uncle Bisa Mukene Japan. Me time no mami yusu. Nonko Bisa no nya as sitie. Because if they are Ghanaians, so they are not Ghanaians. He said they went and brought. He didn't say they went and brought Ghanaians. He said they went and brought people from what? Niger to come and vote. So that was what he said. That is what he said. As at the time they were bringing them, didn't you register for Ghana card? How do they get Ghana card? That was what he said. How do they get Ghana card? So when please. So
obi ya Ghana need their own team in Togo.
Yes. But why do you block them? Why do you block them?
If you are in Togo,
why do you block them? Why do you prevent them?
Why do you prevent them?
Because people in Aflau, some have houses in Lome, and they're doing business across the border. That place there you are blocking, and you are telling us no. If somebody, you are telling us that please, because of COVID, That was what they told us in 2020. Because of COVID, that's why you blocked the borders for 2 years. These are some of the things. And that is why I am speaking to our legal luminaries today.
For register
our legal luminaries today.
By our Niger for register.
It was Baumia's lie. It was Baumia's lie. It was Baumia's lie. No, it is not about picture. You have grown beyond picture. When you want to do investigation, how can Baumia just go and bring pictures to you and then you are saying you saw pictures? Can't it be printed? Can't those pictures be printed? You people follow Baumia and then sink your mind like ostriches. We don't care. Because if you can see that this man has lied from infancy till today, while you people told us that it is an economic whiskey, and today we are an economic mess, and he ran away from it. Now it's Mahama who brought Dumso. Is Mahama who drank? No. Listen. Is it Mahama who drank water out of water lake? Or Wale people? Where from where? You are intellectual. So you don't know. You don't know that Kufo brought pastors to go and print when there was no water in dam. You don't know. Kufo 2006, he sent pastors to Adami Bridge to go and stand there and pray. You the MPP goods. This is what you have done. So today you are telling me that Mahama have drunk water out of water lake. That is why we have doing so. And a problem that is locally or internally generated, you say it's not a problem. The problem that is generated from outside, that is why we are in economic crisis. Meanwhile, you have launched a program of what you call planting for food and job. So these are the people that we are dealing with.
About this COVID.
Yes.
IMF, one more concluding remarks. My reading show. Concluding remarks from IMF report. Say Ghana is currently at a difficult crossroads and is facing overwhelming challenges to restore macroeconomic stability and debt sustainability. And the current crisis reflects the current crisis reflects a set of extraordinary and successive global shocks and long-standing domestic fragilities. Long-standing domestic.
So it means that from
unnecessary borrowing. From reckless expenditure.
So ka bibia ansa na manfo ati se wa ye bibia nde wa anya twa. So I am talking in terms of and pleading with our legal luminaries. That answer is very bad and it looks to bring inside ethnicity into our body politics because party 4, especially MPP 4, senior omu edia yomu niema in 2020 before this judgment is coming. My dream and into Oye Chief Justice, you should look into this matter very, very well.
My dream no be why, Mr. Me so. Say no, me 5 minutes. We review. I was senior high school no. Say no, ye cancellation answer ye day because flagship programs no. Me who say IMF report. Oma bobo say omo be review one village one dam by one village one dam egu entiasit. Was it one district one warehouse egu entiasit.
No. Those just
flagship programs.
And you see, don't bring some of this.
Time when read
with your mind. Say IMF Nakai. Read it from the documents. Don't come and tell me say IMF Nakai.
Per Ken Oforiata reporter. Now you are the IMF. Wakasa about one village one dam. But I mean what
say what about one village?
So what they call free senior school now must move. You
are making
I have all the pointers.
Yeah, so a lot of the fact of the matter I say who say a lot of the pointers no a figment of Nkrofo imagination. For instance, people are saying you say Marty Nkrofo from the NDC side. Say freeze on public sector employment. You cannot even employ any. I mean, people are lying.
0.05%.
It is employment. How many do you want to be employed in a year?
How many do you enroll in SHS?
How many do you even employ every year?
How many do you enroll in SHS?
And they have given you a window to do employment, and you people are creating the impression as if say it is complete freeze. It is not complete freeze.
Okay, so freeze. I'm
coming. Okay. You see the Asinov. Maybe get 1 minute for Asinov. Okay. You see Asinov. I don't even understand the problem with the NDC MPs and some of the NDC. What is the problem of Asinov? Almost creating impression as if say Obi. Some people are trying to do something untoward. The man at the time, now he did not renounce. The renunciation process had not completed. You see, Ghana now we are dual citizen.
It has not completed.
Yes.
He has started.
No, it has started. It has not completed.
Okay, that's all.
Yes, it's just like say, okay, let me come. So the constitution of Ghana, the constitution of Canada, let's say until say the Omumao certificate, you are still a citizen of Canada. Just as Canadian government now kasa mau sa renunciation certificate, and sana omubeka say you are no longer part of the citizen of Canada. Then you only apply say me pese me renounce me citizen as a Canadian. Then the Canadian government has not even started on your application. Then all of a sudden you are contesting in Ghana and became a member of parliament, violating even the laws of Ghana.
Electoral Commission mandate in a day.
No, but you see, then you should go and face the Electoral Commission. The Electoral Commission cannot supersede the Constitution of Ghana. The Electoral Commission say no more problem. Go and face them. The Electoral Commission cannot change the laws of Ghana, and the Electoral Commission cannot change the laws of Canada. At that point, the Canadian government could have decided, say, Agyarko and I engine tum. We still want to come and answer 1 or 2 questions and sana Agyarko. All those things have not been done yet. Okay. Then you have applied and when I say my apply into me a Ghanaian. I'm no longer a dual citizen. And then people who are supposed to have some legal education don't understand this simple thing. If not because of politics. And every day, then they are disturbing the Chief Justice nominee with all this and say, unless we need and sana, even whether to approve you or not to approve you. I mean, I don't get it. You see, Ghana politics no time. Politics no man and thinking. People who are supposed to be parliamentarians are no longer thinking. I'm telling you. But Yanko,
Meba, when say your friend say program can overreact as submitted near or submitted ma Emma International Monetary Fund. And your name or submitted ma International Monetary Fund. That's one I started in the name or say the government flagship programs, including One Village, One Dam, One District, One Warehouse, and Infrastructure for Poverty Reduction Program, IPEP. Okay. IPEP will also be reviewed and streamlined Agenda 111 so it continues. It is a kind from IMF report. Can for react and submit it. It was almost be review.
Yeah.
That was One Village, One Dam. One Village, One Dam. Here I review. If I be that review. See our One District, One Warehouse. If I Google,
you don't even know. One District, One Warehouse. At least. Let me tell you. One District. No, let me tell you. One District, One Warehouse. At least, you see 80 of those warehouses. Yeah, warehouse near warehouse. Now, I Minister of Agric,
after 7 years
to stock it. Already, you buffer stock. I almost stock it, but yeah,
okay. So free senior high school.
Yeah,
policy.
I mean free senior
review
policy. No, Obianim say every policy like that needs to be reviewed.
Some will contest no different.
So that is the context. That is the context. But I'm saying IMF no and a day my yeah ankasa. But you see when your mama talk about review, because these were the people who were against free SHS already. They started doing the review even before the implementation. You see? So implementation, and that is the reason why they went and brought some nebulous way be said.
John Mahama yesterday advised the MPP on these free education challenges.
It can only be done after 20 years.
John Mahama, I think in 2017, Okajina kept course. For some John Mahama can say, I didn't abandon that. But I was saying to be stakeholders. Maintenance and insurance program, review program, and bomb in Ghana.
2017, we are reviewing that same year.
Then, I go fado, I got to catch there a month for say, I'm for. Or say, Brofo, Kasa, John Mahama used to say review no. It's just a cancellation between the one by 1 year free education bill. So anybody about your mama DBR no, the mama be use free education free. And you know, and about me call Peace FM. Okay, see the free okay review be na one nyansa on any team and okay review because review be a cancellation. Among your wejuma. Ebe levy issue. MPP for Kojina market take catch Ghana for say levy no mo pay no. NDC first stop because you pay review of free education. Almost some person say ye levy. Enti ema mo na me review na free education in Koso. At the end of the day, advisor John Mahama ma ye ne na say mumma ye hwe yo nya say be ko video bi no be ko to apachaw aye review. Musi dey bi Marco do small boys say IMF according to your understanding of IMF say small boys. Let's say now do no aka say review air cancellation no or say may review we no and saka explain say review say be hwe mu aye ni ye say na mo tisa brofo na say it just tells us say these are the people who claim we have the men na brofo omonti ase. They were only leading Ghanaians to just say they keke. Because we say na saka call one wine your who and no best person what brofo pa say what make say cancellation first review cancellation. In fact Nanado continue talking about review. Review.
To mama review means cancellation.
How do you know?
Because nipa no pay ade no in the first place. Nipa no pay ade in the first place.
Review the meaning cancellation.
No, me see. The mama want an opportunity to cancel.
Manifesto. The mama
he want an opportunity to cancel.
Such a way she say, even rope in the private sector, private too, so that you can even expand the issues. Must say there be your mama can couple and yet. In there. In the Ronaldo Agyarko say review is not cancellation. By John Muhammad Tia say yeah the Papa no there. It means the right person to lead Ghana is John Muhammad.
Me da see abusu for me dia see ma CD Herbal Center. Ya what this CD capsules abe dwaso. Ebusu immune system time aso. Time aso. Ebusu immune system CD antimental so. CD antimental so ebu papa sisi yade ne waposo nyina general body pains be free so akọ CD capsule CD ointment ebusu ewodwaso Ekus Pharmacy within my pharmacy be a ton will be ano we benya CD capsules ni CD ointment ebi atoya wala shibi Shalom Sport ye be community 19 junction fresh 0209 682836 0209 682836 Greenfield Scientific Herbal Clinic Unungwado go last stop estate junction wa ya resefi on the bright soja capsules abedwaso ememe droni bright garlic plus capsules so wonum say do we say ya constipation I am timunum ne cholesterol nyina ebe free so bright soja capsules bright garlic plus capsules ebusu ewodwa so ya ambulance ya do small man for betua 500 Ghana cedis pe ne yen show wonu Gwadogon last stop estate junction for 0243 983906 0243983906 Jacob me ma part time job bi akwadwuma ho say wan kasa we rider dada and ye high dispatch riders
okay
eti akwanya da honum e de ma
me ye we kakara ma kwakwa
na sami hu Benz na cho
wo ho
wo Benz no
wo ho pa
I was for friend dispatch rider friend 0558 734552 0558 734552 on be ma training kama ya wa timoto no so na wona mano an say o sensa NST Kwame Kwachi executive producer Eugene Ba Facebook me da se abenanya akwa abro no ma me da se me din ede nanama Agyarko me jeche na me de ama Jacob Accra Sports me da de no hyehyehye na me hu se ayi yesi ya donate sika bi de ama former ayi players
Sabankwe
ade o yale ana
na pomodi ne nkoe na se GF na yo mo se old players na old football administrators omo yare ni ade omo hwe omo
oh okay
enu nti na omo kohwe nti aye se edidi so omo hwe we no makohwe we kakra sa na omo ye no nti ebia wati so bi yare o baabi no omo nko omo beko
menti se Ghana Journalist Association fu aka se old veteran workers for omo we mu omo wo fie bi obi hu kire no omo kwabo bi da mi hu bi da
omo ho de
ayi Ghana Journalist Association fu ba kwa wa Ghana ha no abuja for me de kire ja
omo okay omo di ma ye de
ya kai
omo kan ya asema ye
oh you ani
okay
you ani
e pia nyom ni ntume